Hello everybody, welcome back to Nukeshot Endurance Series Season 6, coming to you live from Fuji International Speedway, Japan. I am of course your no, I'm not the co-commentator, what am I saying? I'm your commentator today, Nukeshot Zokeo, as always. Joining me in the booth is my co-commentator, making his long-awaited return after many illnesses and sad times. It is NS Mika 46.
Oh, hello there. Am I the commentator now? You're the co-commentator.
Shut up. We do not speak of this intro ever again.
I will replay it and I will clip it.
Oh no. I think there's like a clip feature on YouTube as well, isn't there? That sucks. So,
Nukeshot Media shorts.
it is livery fortnight. Or livery week, whatever you want to call it. And look, it's spelled
Where
differently.
we dropping?
It's spelled night as in N-I-G-H-T,
Where we dropping?
whatever. We're hopefully not dropping anyway.
Let's crank some 90s.
So anyway, liveries, got some special ones here today. Some decent amount of people actually on track. We've got Ollie Polly, who's currently fastest in the LM category. In practice, this is all just practice at the moment. Spooky Lukey in what has, I think, unofficially been dubbed the Brexit means Brexit livery. He's making his way into the pits, cutting the pit entry line. That will be a penalty if he does that in the race, or qualifying for that matter, if it's caught on camera. Y-Bear, here they are back once again, all the way out in Indonesia. I have no idea what the time is, probably like 3 AM or something daft, but he's here nonetheless. CJ.
Oh boy.
There he is, car 25. Ghosting because he's serving a penalty. Of course he's got a penalty. TSR Swablu, car 27. Both of the TSR BMWs here today, as well as the Mercedes that they run. So Swablu there, looking to be one of the favourites for the win today. His teammate, the Joe 2 guy, in the black version of that BMW livery. I believe it was a Team Schnitzer replica. They've done with quite a few replicas going around. You might see some more in the
Joe's car is
split race.
a slight bit darker, or is it just black?
It is just black.
Oh, never mind.
We've got D-Luck, car number 4, making their return today with, of course, the Supra. Fantastic looking car as well, with the Danish flag.
Is that a Supra?
Never say that again. GT qualifying is about to get underway. We also have Mr. TKS under a slightly different username who is here, and Fred Dude, who is currently second. I think that's a slightly different livery they've done. It's very similar to their normal one. I think it might just be like a matte finish or a lighter blue. Yeah, that looks nice. Good to see Fred out here once again, as 6 GT cars make their way on their outlaps.
And I'm just looking how much of everything we have. Sorry, I'm counting.
That's perfectly fine. Denmark is not real, according to Sir Bottlejob in the chat. That's an interesting theory. Hello to Nils as well for joining us. Starting off with 3 viewers in chat.
And that's the maximum for today.
We shall see, we shall see. About the circuit, it has one of the longest straights in motorsport, at just under a mile. I think it's like 0.9 something. And, I know, very official stats. So slipstreaming could be a thing for some of the 2-car teams, such as the TSR lot. Maybe some of the single-car teams will have to work together a bit. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. They're making their way through the very tricky final sector of the lap. I think we're going to go on board with D-Luck, who's leading them at the moment.
I also have a fun fact for this track. It gives me PTSD.
Oh. Particular reasons?
Season 5.
Oh, fun times.
It wasn't. There was a McLaren who was 30 kilometers faster on the straight and it annoyed me.
Well, moving on to the lap. We're on board with D-Luck. Mika, if you could talk us through a lap here at Fuji International
I'm gonna
Speedway.
try. Alright, into turn 1. Basically a very tight hairpin. Lots of overtaking is gonna happen here, especially coming off from the slipstream. I don't know if this is turn 2. I think it's turn 2. I count it as turn 2.
Class that turn 2.
Now to turn 3, a fast left-hander, into a long right-hander. You can carry a lot of speed here if you do it right. You can also lose a lot of time here into another left-hander. Very tight, don't run out too wide. I've spun here many times, as I usually do, into another fast right-hander, a kink, into another, not that way, don't take it out of context, into the chicane. Do we run the chicane? Yes, we do. Also a good opportunity for overtaking there. Coming up to the VTEC level 1 Suzuka SS.
I don't think that's their actual name, but carry on.
Into another left-hander.
Mika's losing
Into a long right-hander with upwards motion thing. My English does not work today. Onto the straight again. 0.9 something miles. Onto the start-finish straight. How long will pit stops take here?
It's actually one of the shorter ones from what we've seen in practice so far, but it's still relatively long. First lap set then, it's 137.258 for D-Luck. Fred Dude goes into the pits. Do they have damage?
Wait, I'm not fast enough.
No, neither of them, neither him nor Fred have damage. Swablu goes fastest, meanwhile, 136.
Top has gone straight into turn 1.
That is very impressive actually from Swablu, as yep, you do see Tomsov go straight on. I think in the practice races and stuff we only saw like 137s from the GTs, so breaking into the 136s, again, really impressive from Swablu. We knew they was going to be strong here.
So maybe the track the Bimmer actually likes. Although the straights can really still hurt the BMW.
Currently third, perhaps not a representative time yet, is TSR Tomsoft. Of course this lap won't be that much better if they ran wide at turn 1. Plenty of action going off in the chat again. To answer your question, so bottle job there, the reason we have quite a few tracks with straights is it helps also with some of the performance balancing in terms of the hybrid Le Mans cars and the non-hybrids. So it's all balanced out in some places there as well. Hello to John Melo in chat and Bambi Sim Racing. Petition to rename the front straightaway to the Sonic Straight. That's an interesting one.
No, it's got to be the Sanic Straight.
The Sanic Straight. Fantastic.
Do I need to get my meme board? I can find it.
No, please, no. We don't need that back.
Okay.
Okay, Tomsoft into the pits.
Swappo also coming into the pits right now.
Surprised no one's sticking with the slipstream partner. Everyone's very spaced out with their own clean air at the
Makes
moment.
it most exciting.
Yeah, it keeps everything even. Even the teammates are not really together on circuit. Joe and
Swiper is coming to the final sector. This is his first proper normal lap.
Yep, all about late apexes is this final sector. You'll see you actually have to do the very unnatural thing of deliberately running wide in order to get that cutback when the corner sharpens up. And nicely done there by Wybear onto the straight. Doesn't use the curbed on exit, probably just making sure it gets the lap done as a banker. Although it's not a particularly competitive banker, it's a 140.113 for Wybear. So perhaps a mistake somewhere around the lap. Fred Dude is there. Joe is there. So the next one to set a representative time, I believe, is Fred Dude, because...
Yeah, the others are all on outlaps.
So here we see Fred in the uphill sector 3. Here you see what I mean, running wide in order to get a much better angle as the corner tightens up. And then pretty much a repeat for the final corner. but the opposite way around. Gotta go fast in chat. Funny stuff.
Gotta go fast.
So, Fred Dude making their way on the straight. Haven't seen overly much of their practice running. They have the heaviest car. 137.598. That is a solid time, actually. Just under 7/10 slower than Swablu, and considering that Fred has 8% ballast here today, that is very good work. Again, it's another track that the Hyundai would perhaps suit quite well, given that it's got quite a long straight. There's the Joe 2 guy. I think, was he going to be next to cross the line? In fact, he did cross the line.
Weiber's coming across the line.
Well, Joe did a 137.345, so he takes third place from Fred Dude. Weiber coming across the line improves.
That's a better improve. That's a good improvement.
Yep, 137.546 for Weiber. That puts them fourth.
Everyone within 7/10 except for Tom Soft, who's now on a lap again.
Yes. And we're going to be cutting it close with some of these guys in terms of getting onto another lap, I think. Or actually, I think everyone will get onto one more.
Yeah, everyone can do another one.
Okay, CJ. CJ is going to call the flag. Make sure you do it. I think there's a slight delay, so do it with like 58.5 seconds on the clock. So that way it'll delay, and then right on the money it'll be sorted.
As G-Luck improves by 0.012 seconds.
Yes, they are in second place.
Fred
currently.
in the pits.
That is for fresh tyres, no doubt, for his final run. If he thinks he can get out for one more. It's going to be cutting it close. If it's 1:37, let's say he does a 1:40 on this outlap. No, he'd just miss it. Oh, but he gets set quite far down. 10 minutes. Oh wait, no, you're right. He's missed out there. Sorry, I thought the 9 was an 8. So that's Fred Dude pretty much done for qualifying. The highest he's going to be is 5th. Swablu still with that 136.914 being their fastest time at the moment. Are they improving? Difficult to tell at the moment. CJ will be calling the flag shortly. There it is. Thank you, CJ.
No one is close anyway. Who is the furthest up the track? D-Luck is the first to come across the line.
Hold on, was that Joe going a bit slow? Joe...
Oh, yeah. Someone's gone straight.
Who's that?
Yeah, Fred. Fred is just parked up already.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that makes sense, given Fred is on an outlap.
D-Luck is the first to come across the line, and he does not improve.
No, it's going to be third at the moment for D-Luck. Will anyone be able to displace him? Joe will be the next to come up then. Car 27?
Joe is also slowed down.
Yeah, he's backed out. Swablu. Oh, is he going to try and get Swablu a bit of slipstream on their final lap?
I think so.
He doesn't need to improve here, but it looks like he's helping him out. And it is an improvement. It's a 136.781 for TSR Swablu.
Tom Soft is the only one coming across the line. Everyone has seemingly parked
yep,
up.
Weiber's backed out of it as well. What can Tom Soft do?
Tom Soft does not improve.
No, it's going to be last place for TSR Tom Soft. A 138.037. He's going to be disappointed with that. Sending the screenshot. Apologies for the blue. So it is going to be TSR Swablu taking pole position by around... wait, hold on. So Joe's going back to the pits, so...
Oh, Joe.
Well, around 3/10.
Sorry?
It's around 3/10.
Yeah, around 2-3 somewhere.
So the LMs will be getting their qualifying underway next. If you're enjoying it so far, be sure to leave a like. It's got to be said at some point.
You're turning into a real influencer.
I know. So, the LM cars make their way onto the circuit. Oh, CJ very nearly going across the white line. That would have been very humiliating if he did that, but he backed out of it last second. Fair play. So, is he doing some fuel burning, it looks like?
Yep.
As TKS... Oh! Was that contact between the two of them? As CJ was going slow? No? It looked like it got close at least.
Yeah, they did get close.
There you see Spooky Lukey car 216 and Ollie Polly in that sort of metallic blue, light blue kind of R18. 14 Black Diamond. He'll probably be charging their hybrid up once again, as we often see the Paradox R18s do. Making sure it's got a good amount for start-finish straight. The Alpines might try and work together for Slipstream. It seems that TKS is going to do this by himself. Of course, the Toyota TSR50 on home turf here at Fuji International Speedway. We'll see what he can do.
TKS having looked strong most of the season. Did he have a win yet? Did I miss that? Or
it'll be somewhere on the stats.
well, grab him.
Hold on. Yes,
Faster, come on.
He got second at round 1 and won round 2.
Alright.
I'm going by the ballast that they've acquired.
Alright.
Oh, they just clip in the grass on exit. So Ollie has gone ahead, as the two Alpines are still very close together. CJ's running wide. Oh, he just clips the outside and picks up a penalty. I think that was for a track limit violation at the corner before, perhaps. Spooky Lukey going ahead. Spooky's on regular softs here, not the super softs like everyone else. That's an interesting call. Oh, that might be a penalty for TKS. No. Game has allowed it. What's the first time going to be? As he makes his way across the line, it is going to be a 126.017, the benchmark. Ollie Polly was purple, so up on that time. We're going to see what they do as they come across the line. It is going to be a... Oh, 19 thousandths in it! It's a 125.998. Spooky Lukey next to come across the line.
25, that's fast.
126.537 for Spooky Lukey. And CJ, of course, not a representative time that time around. 135.225.
125, that's very, very fast.
You say that, I did a 124 in race trim.
Never mind, it's not relevant anymore.
That was without any ballast, I should say.
Without any ballast, without any fuel, without any timer?
It was low fuel, and I did pit for fresh tyres.
Alright. Max Verstappen.
Making their way through the final sector. Again, another section where the Toyota should be very strong with its hybrid system, But again, just a bit of a penalty. So he's had to get rid of it as he starts another lap. Will some of these guys come into the pit shortly for fresh rubber? Or will that be later in the session?
Well, tires do look pretty fresh.
So, top of the timing
saw
sheets
CJ's
again.
in a purple sector, I think. Yeah, CJ's in a purple sector.
Ollie goes into the pits. Looks like they're trying to charge their hybrid as well. Spooky is about to come across the line. It's not going to be an improvement for them.
It is for CJ.
126.082 for Crazy John. But as I was just mentioning earlier, 125.681 is the improvement for TKS. So even though he did pick up a time penalty somewhere throughout that lap, he managed to get that off and managed to set a faster lap still.
There is still time to be won.
Juicy stuff. Just over halfway in this qualifying session at the moment. Still very close gaps.
Get a special livery.
Possibly. We haven't actually talked about your one yet. What ideas were you thinking of?
We'll figure it out.
Leave your suggestions in chat.
Are alcoholic drinks allowed?
Technically yes, actually, because we've had Martini Racing Team, you may recall.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
It's other stuff that is prohibited, like political, racial,
a really big
sexual
vodka
themes,
bottle on the side.
What, we just recreate like the Tequila Patron livery or something?
No. I think I have a few ideas, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay, CJ into the pits. Some of these guys are coming in for fresh rubber now. Now
And
Spooky.
It may involve a lot of green.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Good stuff. I'm gonna rig the livery contest so it wins. Just by
and it
default.
starts with a H.
Oh! I think I might know what you're going for here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a Dutch brand by any chance?
Mm-hmm. Does it sponsor Major Motorsport? Mm-hmm.
Nah, surely not. Oh dear. So some of these guys about to go on to their new laps. I think Spooky... Actually no, Ollie's on a lap. They're purple through Sector 1. Sector 1's relatively short is the thing.
And also, is it also fizzy? Mm-hmm.
CJ running a bit wide out of the hairpin. As someone, I think behind
TKS. Oh, he's on an outlap.
Spooky's about to go into the pits, I think.
So line Spooky comes into the pits.
Now Spooky is around 5/10 or so, just under, off of CJ. If he goes for the super softs, he might be able to gain that time.
I think he can, yeah.
Ollie
coming across the final corner, purple. What I quickly saw, it could maybe be something else.
Yeah, it was purple on my screen as well. Looking strong.
25. Yes.
125.414 for Ollie Polly. Now the R18 is the strongest in terms of straight line for the three 2016 on hybrids. So that perhaps a little bit expected if they were up. Coming on to this.
TKS is improving by 1.193 seconds.
Is that green
English.
or purple?
Green.
Okay, it's still going to be close though, especially if he nails this final sector. The Toyota has a very good hybrid system in terms of recharge through here, so he could get a real good punch out of that final corner. He's just setting himself up for it.
Looks tidy. I think what also maybe could be the difference is not using the traction control.
Ooh, 27 thousandths in it. It's not quite enough. 25.441. He's going to have to go for one last chance. Spooky meanwhile is indeed on the super softs. Will he get to the line in time? I think he will.
Yeah, he's coming across the line now.
He'll be close for CJ, I think.
Should I call flag?
You can do. It depends. I'm just checking where CJ is. I think CJ is going to be fine. Okay, yeah, you're clear to call flag.
Yeah, they know what to do, or else I just say flag.
Yeah, just flag.
They know what to do. Oh, shit.
Oh, I'll do it, I'll do it.
Got him.
Oh, okay. There we
Why
go.
am I in a car? Why am I in a car?
Why are you on the track? What is this madness? Oh no. It's all gone wrong. Ollie Polly is not improving. That is their final time.
I panicked and I clicked on enter track.
TKS is about to come across the line. Will they improve this time by? It's gonna be close. I say that, it's not going to be close! It is indeed going to be Ollie Polly taking pole position unless CJ can spring an upset. So he makes his way through the final sector. Spooky as well could be setting a very good time.
Pushing the limits.
Both the Alpines looking very good.
We're sliding out on CJ's car, trying to get the maximum out of it.
Oh, that was fantastic work through that final corner by CJ. Here we go. What's it going to be?
Very strong.
Alpine should be strong on the straight as well. It's not quite going to be enough, I think.
Oh, just not enough to improve.
No improvement, and Spooky goes... Oh, Spooky's parked up. That was Ollie who came into the pits.
And we're ignoring with me what that ever happened. I panicked. I clicked join track.
Can't get the Steph these days. So it is going to be Ollie Polly taking pole position here at Fuji International Speedway in Japan. Gonna go through some of the messages in chat. Obby's had a Rama in there, Ramton Zanjani. Oh, what a name that is, by the way. CJ was in chat earlier, so of course hi to him. Bambi, yeah, sorry, TKS weren't there. He's probably, if it was around this time slot, he was probably in. Oh, actually no, because that was Split last week. So sad times, regardless. D-Look in chat as well. Nice having you along. And Sota. Nice having you in stream as well. Any predictions for the upcoming race? What do you guys think? Who will win? Who will suffer at the hands of the circuit? Okay, you. Just you for everything?
Yeah.
Also, hi Swablu. Nice having you in chat. I suppose it's alright, I guess.
Since the last time I drove this track, I was quick. But there was a McLaren on there and I didn't like it.
Yes,
It gives me so much.
the McLaren has a very interesting straight line, BOP.
Interesting?
That's definitely one way to put it.
It's nearly plain.
It sounds like a personal problem for me, Chief, I don't know.
I did choose the car with the slowest top speed again this season.
Mika's gonna make a surprise entry, is the prediction by RBZ Arama. Who knows? He's spectating at the moment, but who knows? No.
No, I'm not gonna enter, I'm not gonna do it.
What peasantry? Mika for the win tonight is the prediction by Mills.
I'm the winner in everyone's hearts, Reddish. That's what it is.
The people's champ.
The people's champ. Never won a championship, but I am the people's champ. Suffering from success. Mika come out in the Tomahawk X. Yes!
Oh no.
That's my type of car.
Please no.
Saying TKS Swap Blue.
Okay.
No,
so
but that's not a
those two for the
name.
win.
It's TKS and Swap. Learn to type, CJ. Come on.
I think what he means is TKS for the win in LM.
But I am.
Swablu for GT.
We could have passed that before. Hey yo! In what
He's,
way?
yeah,
am I
he's
tired?
not wrong. He probably is.
Am I tired? Am I drunk? Or am I high? Or am I all three?
Where's the guy that helped with the commentary last time? You mean Lynx? Lynx, he gets drafted in whenever Mika's ill or something, so he's not around today.
Much personal problem I have. No, Belgian beer sucks. Give me a Heineken. I just offended a whole nation. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable seems. TSR Wake wants to know your location. And Fred Dude for that
all
matter.
of a sudden, a BMW i3 appears in front of my door.
Oh no. Yes, CJ with an interesting stat in chat. Both him and Fred Dude are they the only ones to score a podium in every race so far?
I did, but I only entered in one.
Well, that's not every race so far then if you weren't in some of them.
One.
Oh dear.
I should have quit in season 5 when I won my first race. Should have stopped right there. I peaked.
Okay. Big up to Flying Welshman in chat. That is of course Lynx. Fred Dude needs to rejoin. That's fine. Oh no, he can see him on track. Okay. Who was it that said be right back? It was Wybear.
Wybear.
Is he back? Is he driving?
I have no clue, balls. Let me hop the double.
I think it said he was on track at some point, but... oh, he's under the ground. That's fantastic.
Oh, great. No, he isn't back yet. Return of the Mac. There he is. Miko, yeah. Miko with a 100% record. Only. That's why I entered in one race, got one podium, and then quit. No, I'll be there I'll be there Sunday. Next Sunday. Should probably cry in slow speed. Cry in straight line speed. Why can't I rent Space Jam on YouTube?
I think you can rent a lot of movies on YouTube, can't you?
For LeBron James? €15? Are you mad? That's money, my G. Oh yeah, brothers, did I tell you, right before I came into the party, I was back from Belgium like half an hour ago.
That is... sorry, I'm busy doing other stuff. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I was in Belgium.
Did you happen to see the tourist exhibit that they put Wake in?
Actually, I did.
Mad.
No, I woke up Saturday morning because I went there a weekend because mates of mine were on vacation, and I heard things. I'm like, what is that? And I go outside, I look over the fence, and to see they were doing like a derby somewhere because I went to have a walk and I went to look for it. It was like a derby, and those old beat up Honda Civics, like not like a demolition derby, but those old cars and just race it in the mud. And I looked at it for a bit. It was insane. I'd never seen it. Aroma, I want you to never ever say that in the chat again. That is a violation.
hold on, I need to check out this violation real quick.
That is a violation.
He's asking if he wants to enter the commentary booth for some double Dutch fun. That's let's kick me out of the commentary booth so we can have double Dutch.
Yeah, get out.
No, there
You're
we
just
go.
there for the camera. You're just there for the camera work. You just
Not even that. Not even that. I don't even get to be on my own channel.
Yeah. Give me your account details. 419nigerianprince@gmail.com.
Oh, fantastic.
Double Dutch fun. Wow.
Stupid autofill not having accelerating as a word.
Uh-oh.
Oh, CJ's done it anyway. Okay. Thanks, CJ. The roadmen are back. Oh no.
Yeah. Or my guy. I'll take your gal, bro. Can I say Wasteman?
Yeah, you can say waste, man.
I don't know what's I don't know.
No, it's
these
only
days,
like actual swearing that I don't allow and stuff.
It's blood clot a swear word.
I have no idea actually. So
It just means you're annoying.
I mean, you've said it now anyway. So
Yeah. I know what you are. A blood-sucking mosquito, bro.
Oh, mad! I can zoom in on this spectator cam. Look. Oh. There you see the number 16
What?
car.
Oh, what?
That's mad.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I've done some kind of glitch.
But Sir Bottlejob is right. You did say you were the co-commentator at the start of the episode.
Shut up. None of that happened.
It did, because Bottlejob just reminded us.
Okay, I think...
I'm the commentator? Yes, that's true.
Shut up, man. I'm trying to do stuff.
Oh.
How am I meant to have a good race, Joe? How is that a thing? I mean, he's probably not listening to the stream because he claims that's distracting because he's a sweat.
Fair enough.
Haha. The most reasonable ruler of Egypt. Fair enough. Here we go then. Round 5. We start the second half of the season of Nukeshot Endurance Series Season 6 here at the Fuji International Speedway. Mika, talk us through the grid.
Take us to the grid. Yeah. First we have Olipolly from 119 kids. Third we have CJ. Fourth we have Spooky Looking. In fifth we have Swablu. In sixth we have Joe2 Guy. In seventh we have D-Luck. In eighth we have Wyber. In ninth we have Frederick. And in 10th we have Tom Soft. Was it perfectly on sync on your end as well or not?
Sorry, I was not paying attention. I'm doing other stuff again. Race directing, my guy.
Oh, yeah. Because it was perfectly on time on my end. So, what is CJ doing? He just went through the grass.
No surprises there. 2 car length gaps. Just a reminder. Hello to a mooder in the chat.
Who was banned from the lobby because he joined again.
Did I already say hi to Tom Soft? If I didn't, then hello again. So, more predictions can we have? We're up to 9 viewers. Let's see them predictions. I think Ollie's actually using one of the B-Tech NES logos on his car, the ones that DRL Carbon made when that collaboration was a thing. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, DRL.
Oh, remember
No,
those
no,
good
no, it's a
times.
normal one. Oh no, I see it.
Yeah,
It's on the air intake on the top. Yeah. Oh
funny
no.
stuff. I have no idea how we
Copyright.
found that.
Copyright.
There you see. Can I zoom in on it actually? I want to zoom in. This is going well. Oh, the stupid camera. Maybe when he gets to the corner we'll be able to see. There he is though, Ollie Polly.
It's on the top of the AirPod.
There it is! There you see the BTEC logo.
The airbox on top.
So, the LM cars getting a little bit closer. They'll be going double file out of the final corner.
Are we... Oh, I'm sorry. To the people in chat, are we expecting a safety car? Is a safety car going to happen? Let us know.
Every time we talk about it, it seems to evade us, so...
Yeah, fair enough. I haven't said anything. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Here we go then.
I nearly choked.
Racing about to get underway here at the Fuji International Speedway for NES Season 6, Round 5. There you see the GTs in the background. Ollie Polly goes at the line. Fantastic launch by that hybrid system in that Audi R18. Second place is TKS as the two Alpines are battling out. They both got left a little bit behind thanks to their lack of hybrid system. Going to the GT start, Swablu. Again, they can accelerate anywhere between the timing line and the pit wall. Cars start slotting in. Y-Bear and Fred Dudes sort of fighting for the same slipstream as they make their way through. And it's Swablu who leads going through turn 1, and Joe being battled by D-Look. D-Look looking to go on the outside of turn 1. It will be the inside for turn 3. He has to slot back behind. Doesn't want to risk it this early on. Very, very close stuff at the moment. It looks like Fred Dude.
On the inside.
He's looking to the inside, and Tomsoft. Very cheeky stuff. D-Look losing 2 positions in 1 corner. He'll not be happy with that. Cutting over to... Oh, what's going on there? Tomsoft is challenging Fred Dude, it nearly looked like. Going for the uphill section. Tomsoft does have a penalty. Hold on, someone had a 1.5. Who was that? Well, that's Joe. Joe has a penalty as well. So things all kicking off at the moment.
TKS trying to close the gap and look for an opportunity to overtake.
Yep, it looks like the initial launch that the R18 has sort of fade out a bit. TKS looking for the move. Can't quite get in. Wait, someone has span. Someone has span on the start-finish straight.
It's Y-Bear. Y-Bear's off. Y-Bear has front, right damage and bumper damage.
Does anyone else have damage? Could you let us know?
Nah.
Okay, it must have been a single car incident. He's also not typed ND. He's into the pits. As the cars
The
make
weird
their way.
cutback from TKS he tried a few corners ago actually cost him quite a bit of time.
Yes, so he's dropped back a bit. Here comes Y-Bear into the pits. Unfortunate for them. Okay, just a bit of a replay. I think it was, did he just run wide? Ah, yeah, easy done. There's the banking on the AstroTurf out the final corner. So easy to be caught out by that. As TKS in the slipstream of Ollie on the straight. Can't quite get anything to stick into turn 1, not quite close enough. Maybe into Coca-Cola at turn 3. TKS does have the fastest lap of the race, it's a 126.552.
They call it a corner Fanta now. Of Coca-Cola.
Well, maybe on a fictional track, if there's like an orange tree or something.
Oh, look at this.
TKS, look at the
Inside.
dive to the inside of the hairpin! He gets it to stick!
Ollie for the cutback.
The contrasting
He gets him on
lines!
the cutback, but he still has the inside.
The R18
Now,
has the straight line advantage. He has to slot back in behind though. Or does he? No, he goes to the outside again for the chicane. It looks like TKS has him covered for now.
I was gonna say we have DRS next lap, but it's not F1.
DRS? How long have you been commentating this series and you think we've got DRS?
British, it's Sunday.
That's a fair point. F1 has been on. TSR Swablu has a gap of 2.4 seconds over their teammate Joe 2 Guy at the moment. Things going very well for Swablu. Fred Dude in third, very close behind Joe, despite Fred having that ballast. Joe, of course, does have ballast himself, just not as much. And then Tom Soft just behind Fred, making it a TSR 1, 2 and 4.
TKS have pulled a little bit of a gap now. Maybe the BAP marker having worked in this. Wait, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on today.
No, it's fine.
I'm still in euphoria from the F1 race.
So indeed,
way,
the first bit of lappery taking place. Oh, sorry.
No, never mind. I was going to mention something not about the race.
Oh, okay then. So the Alpines have both dropped back from the hybrids at the moment. Again, because there's quite a high-speed track, although the straight is where the non-hybrids benefit, there's a lot of heavy braking zones for the hybrids to recharge, which is where they gain their time back. I think the main battling is well, it's between first and second, but there's a little bit of a gap between them now, as the slipstream range has been broken by TKS from Ollie Polly. He goes to the side just to be safe.
Crossing white line. I'm so sorry.
125.703 that time around, new fastest lap of the race. Should we cut to the GT, see what's going on there?
Everyone seeming to own. D-Luck is slowly coming back on Tom Soft again.
Yes, that gap is closing down. Tom Soft's got to be careful that he doesn't get D-Luck into slipstream range. Although both of these have time penalties, D-Luck with a 1.7. Time penalties, not something to really worry about too much at this stage of the race.
Yeah, you can just work your way through time.
It's towards when we get into like the final 5 or so laps that they become a bit more crucial to get rid of, especially as they start mounting up. So I've just got to be careful with the track limits, as D-Luck is very close to Tom Soft, but different lines. D-Luck taking a far shallower line through the final corner, and that's going to compromise their run on corner exit, but they still managed to hook into the slipstream. We're going on board with D-Luck. Will they be able to get alongside? Oh, look at the momentum of the Toyota Supra. Tom Soft not even trying to defend it.
The car in its home country.
And on the brakes once again.
Is it in his home country? Because it's technically not, because its heart is German.
Oh yeah, the Supra. Well, Toyota is the technical manufacturer. It's got a Toyota badge on it, so you could say it's its home race.
Did you know Toyota wasn't called Toyota?
It was Toyota, wasn't it?
Yoda. There is one Toyota in an old museum here near my house, like 50 minutes.
Oh, cool.
30 minutes drive.
You think he changed the brand name because of all the Yoda jokes?
No. British. No,
It
because
was
it's
you that
very
said it
interesting.
originally.
If you ever come to the Netherlands, go to Lauwman Museum. Very good.
Oh,
Very
cool.
old cars, old Bugattis. I actually went there when there was a McLaren exhibition
Okay, what cars do they have there then? And don't just say McLarens.
Well, that day they had a lot of McLarens. The old F1 car, Senna's F1 car, Häkkinen's F1 car, the F1 GTR that won the Le Mans, and many more. Bugattis, Opels, old fire trucks.
Cool stuff. As we see the lappery taking place, the main GT pack, TKS navigating quite well. Is of all tracks, this is probably the easiest to lap at, with potential exception of the final sector, but that's just because there's so many different lines you can take because of how wide the track is as well. It really does lend itself very nicely to multi-class racing, does Fuji.
I found their car collection. They have an old Toyota F1 car from 2009, NASCAR, an old 1993 Toyota Le Mans car, an old Indianapolis car out of '61. If there's racing going on, just interrupt me, by the way.
It's just lappery at the moment. We're seeing it on the cameras. Carry on.
I'm just scrolling through them. They have the Volkswagen Triebwagen. It's the amphibious thing.
Oh, that was in Gran Turismo 5 and 6, wasn't it? The stream
Yeah, that one. Old Spikers. A car with a whole 20 horsepower. I think they also have an old McLaren Can-Am car. They have a Sauber Mercedes C8.
Ooh, juicy.
Old Rolls Royce, 1926. A lot of car in the 90s, 20s, 40s, 60s. Oh, they have a Superbird, Plymouth.
Around the outside goes spooky looking. That's one of my favourite places to lap cars actually. Is through 100R.
Around the outside.
Yeah, it's fantastic fun. As long as the GT doesn't understeer. But normally it's quite safe. You just use the extra downforce to hold on to the outside line. Ignore that voice crack. Oh no. CJ does have a cool helmet. That is the Olympiakos logo thing that he has.
They have a Jaguar XKSS and a D-Type with a big fin. Oh yeah, here's models of the first electric car they make.
Shut up in the chat, Arama. Oh dear. Be sure to leave a like for the voice crack. On the brakes once again. Fred Dude seeming to take a slightly different line, turning in a bit earlier. Interesting. Maybe that's because of the extra weight that he's carrying. It's sort of forcing him to take slightly different lines to maximise speed. D-Look is sticking right behind him, and that penalty is being worked off, as we mentioned. Wybear having a very tricky time of things. Lost a lot of time from that early pit stop. See the damage. 40 seconds back. That's actually... Has he had to pit twice?
Who?
Wybear, could you check his lap deltas? Like his recent lap times, see if two of them are very slow.
He has a 42 on lap 6, and yeah, he has gone again because he's a 42 on lap 6. And a 2 minute 22 on lap 2 because he had to crash.
Right, so he has had another pit stop then. Maybe it was the same kind of incident. Sorry we missed it. He is pretty much by himself on circuit at the moment.
Oh wow. they have... Do you know what an Aston Martin Nimrod is?
No, I don't recall.
Okay, but beyond that, they have the DB5 out of James Bond out of an old movie.
Oh, bit of overtaking action. D-Look managing to overtake Fred Dude on the straight. Does he get it done on the brakes? Fred's going to have to be very late. Side by side, still on the exit, racing room left. D-Look will have to run on the downhill, although the weight might be helping Fred out. Fred's probably going to have to stick behind for Coca-Cola. And, maybe a little bit nudging. And making their way through 100R. That Hyundai, how's that going to do in dirty air?
It's especially heavy, this car right now.
I think it's in the, is it the 1400 kilo range?
Let me have a look for you.
I think it's something like 1375. It's definitely up there. Someone is on like 1400 kilos.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah, Tomsov's cars into the 1400s. Fred weighs 1387, and the lightest car on the grid is D-Lock with 1305, but he has the lowest. No, he doesn't have the lowest horsepower. Because Joe and Swoble have 1 horsepower less. The heaviest LMP car is CJ, who weighs 985 kilograms to Ollie's 910 kilograms.
That was the pass before. Let's see if we get a repeat of it. Fred Dude is in slipstream range, but it has actually dropped out of slipstream range, so it would seem the Hyundai has been set up more for cornering to make up for the weight.
But D-Luck is now within slipstream range of Joe.
Indeed, we'll have to see how that progresses. Because of course, with some of the cars with ballast, they will wear through their tyres a bit quicker, especially through here, 100R. It is a nightmare for the front left. I definitely found that out in my practice runs. The LM category, it's a 9-second lead or so, 9.2 for TKS at the moment. Has a bit of lappery going on. Ollie going past Y-Bear, who's in second place, is Ollie. CJ in third for the 7 seconds back, and then Spooky in fourth, who is 4 seconds back from CJ. But there's some more juicy stuff going on, is there? Some very close arrows on the circuit. That is still the battle for 6th, 7th and 8th overall, which is the battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the GT category. Onto the straight, and D-Look has just missed out on the slipstream range. Or have they? They're hovering within it, just about. Yep, they've just got into slipstream range, and crucially so, because Fred Dude very close behind as well. Yeah, Fred Dude's got no straight line speed. We've seen the Hyundai so far this season. The straight line speed, very key, as D-Look sends it on the Joe 2 guy into turn 1. TGR corner. Will Joe get the cutback? It looks like he might do. He's going to have the inside, the preferred line, but not the inside for Coca-Cola. Who's going to back out of it? Someone, surely. Joe does back out of it. Fred's going to try and make the most of this. He looks to the inside, trying to overtake Joe. Joe nearly, he's on the marbles. Joe on the marbles, and that's another one. We've got the Joe 2 guy, Joe the Fire, and now Joe on the marbles. So he's down 2 places from all of that kerfuffle, and now D-Look might come under threat as they make their way towards the braking zone for the Dunlop chicane. Does Fred Dude have a think about it? He's going to have to follow behind for the entire 3rd sector pretty much, bar any mistakes from the others. And the Joe 2 guy, he's going to have a really tricky time of things, being stuck behind the very heavy car of Fred Dude as they make their way through that final sector. You see D-Look already starting to get a little bit of a gap, are they? Although again, taking shallower lines.
Interesting lines.
Yeah, the shallower lines not best. There was a slipstream brake that they're trying to do. Again, even with the slipstream, the Hyundai nowhere near as quick it would seem, and the Joe 2 guy could be setting something up. We're going on board with him to turn 1. Does he try it? No, Fred, late on the brakes. Joe's going to try and get the cut back on Fred, get the better exit. Could we see that happen? It looks like he's choosing to stick behind. Gives him maybe a slight nudge, just to let him know he's there. Oh, mistake by Joe. Not the cleanest run through Coca-Cola. He's dropped back nearly out of slipstream range. Great dueling though between these three. Hello to Rollick in chat. Fantastic having you along.
Okay.
Still at 10 viewers, which is fantastic to see. If you are enjoying the action provided by these guys, be sure to leave a like. Blue flag's coming up, that is TKS coming through. You just saw Tom Soft in the background as well. I think TKS is going to catch these guys on the straight, so that'll work out nicely for him. Yeah, nice wide entry for both Fred Dude and the Joe 2 guy. And there you see TKS in the background. It's been a very calm race so far. I don't want to jinx it, but...
Joe is coming into the pits.
Is he? Yes, he is.
Yes. Oh, and he hits the wall. But he has no damage.
Yeah, it was a slight graze of the barrier, but avoids damage, which is crucial. So he's looking at this rate. Is it going to be a 2-stop or perhaps a 3-stop? We know the BMWs are not the best for their tyre wear, from what they've said. I think they've worked on it a bit since a few races ago when it was very bad. They're making their way out. Who are they rejoining there? Who's that? Is that one of the LMs? That is 3rd place, I believe. Crazy John going by. And Spooky just behind 5 seconds or so. Sorry, you took an intake of breath there, like you was about to say something.
Yeah. No, I was
Well, D-Look, they're currently
Don't worry about it.
In GT. Thing is as well, they apparently practiced without their ballast also, so it's on the wrong BOP, so it took them a while to get used to the changing it from what I heard over Discord, but it seems now that they've done a decent amount of laps, they've found their rhythm, and they're back up to pace again. They've got a 2-second gap over Fred Dude.
Okay. That is looking good.
Into the pits comes a Swablu. That was. We just saw the green BMW coming into the pits. The last lap was a 1:39.055. So going 1 lap longer than the Joe 2 guy, which is interesting. That might be just because he's got clear air and Joe coming in 1 lap earlier because he didn't want to lose time fighting the likes of Fred Dude and D-Look. Out the pits comes Swablu. Where does he rejoin? Will Joe have a bit of an undercut on him?
P8.
Yep, P8 overall. Still plenty of stops.
About the same time he was before.
Yes, around that 5 second or so mark to Joe. That makes sense. Just checking the actual tyres that they're on. They are on supers. Tom Soft is actually on regular softs, so perhaps he's looking to do a 2 or 1 stop. It's difficult to calculate. I think actually at this stage he might be aiming for the 1 stop in the GT category.
It is very possible.
It is, as long as you can make the tyres last and not lose too much time. It's very close here in terms of strategy for the 1 stop and the 2 stops. TKS into the pits. That's the race leader in the LM category. Into the pits they come. It's going to be fresh rubber. And fueling up. So, not quite the halfway marker. Halfway will be when the lap counter gets to 22. Of course, we did have the
maybe
formation lap as well. Yes, it's looking that way. Maybe he's hoping, if he gets an undercut now on Ollie, that by the end of the race he'll have enough of a gap to make that extra pit stop. But Ollie might be trying to stretch this to a one-stop. They're looking good for tyre wear, actually, is Ollie. Especially compared to the Alpines.
Yeah, very, very good. Maybe if he goes onto a set of softs at lap 22, he might actually have a chance to get there on one stop.
Yeah, although he has been doing very well on the supers, to be fair, in terms of tyre wear, so it might be worth sticking on another set of supers. We'll have to see what he does. But at the moment, that's probably going to be Ollie's best bet, given how much raw pace advantage it seems to be in favour of TKS at the moment. Doing something a bit tricky on strategy could work out. He does indeed stay out for at least one more lap. He's definitely got enough fuel to do this strategy. Amuda in chat saying when he practiced with TKS he was faster than him on the two-stop strategy. He tried a one-stop but struggled. So he could be doing that. Well, TKS is almost certainly on a two-stop. Is he even fueled up enough to get to the end? If he's not, he's keeping the car light.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't think he took on fuel at that stop, so he's just trying to keep the car light.
It might also be the difference in a car. We have seen cars perform better on softs than another car performs on the super softs, because too much grip is also not good. So maybe TKS, me personally, I also do prefer softs over supercars because I don't like too much grip, and I think that can maybe give TKS the edge he needs in terms of being fast enough. And tyre wear just helps. You'll have a little bit of extra life, but you'll also run at your normal, comfortable pace.
Fair point. Just thinking as well, they are very close together in camera shot now. The gap is around 5 seconds or so. Just another thought.
1 second.
Okay. Well, TKS on the regular softs now, but he hasn't fueled up enough. Is he going to double stint these tyres and not change them at the second stop to save a bit of time?
Could be. He did put in another fast lap with 1:25.209.
Was that on the regular softs?
Yes, it just happened.
Okay, so the likelihood is he is just faster on these tyres, and it makes sense because of the LM cars, the amount of downforce they have anyway. Having even squishier tyres can upset the rotation that you'd normally want in order to get around the track quickly.
That's why I usually also prefer softs, because too much sticky tyres will also not have the rotation you want. And sorry, I just nearly choked on my water.
So remember how I said 5 seconds? It's now 3 seconds, the gap between TKS and Ollie. I don't know whether Ollie's made a mistake or not. He seems to have got a bit of a time penalty.
Ollie's just at a 1:27.4, and it's been 1:27.28 for a while now.
Yeah, 1:27.4
His
there.
last fastest lap in about 10 laps was a 1:26.595.
This could be another purple lap for TKS. It's looking very likely. 1:25.08.
Nearly.
Yeah, nearly a 1:24, but it is fastest lap at the moment. He's still not quite as fast as me on that one practice session. That was a 24. That was a 24.7. 24.799 to be exact.
Because you are so quick, Radish.
I am very quick when I don't have balance.
You are amazing. Oh my god.
I know, I am great. Oh,
I'm
TKS
your
with a
biggest
penalty.
fan.
I have many fans. All of you in chat are my fans, right?
You have none.
Leave
They're
a
all here
like
for
if
me.
you're my fans.
They're all here for me.
Oh, they probably are, to be fair. Look at that. TKS has reeled
People's
in
champ.
Ollie.
Yeah, he's reeling him in very, very quick.
And there's a back marker as well that Ollie's catching. That's Wybear, who could end up holding him up if he catches him this sector. He might catch him at the final corner.
Why does Butter Joe have to make that one joke?
Oh, for peasant's sake. Typical.
OnlyFans is a good platform.
Oh,
to
side
help
by side!
Oh, what the hell?
That was awesome! The two LM cars either side of Wybear and TKS
That was
gets it.
a Mika Häkkinen-esque overtake there with the back marker.
A bit of a slipstream break as well from TKS. That was juice. Let's see that one again.
But
That
speaking
was
about
awesome.
OnlyFans,
Let's not be speaking about OnlyFans. There it was, 3 wide mid-corner. Fantastic stuff. The joys of multi-class racing here in the Nukeshot Endurance Series.
but there are also a lot of entrepreneurs on OnlyFans who give financial advice.
Crazy John, into the pits. We're about the half-distance marker.
Half the race gone, sued.
It looked like also TKS was purple in Sector 1 again, so he could be going even faster. Regular softs for CJ, so he's feeling the tyre wear, and once again he's making the choice to go on the harder compound. He's going to have a bit of an undercut over third place Spooky Lukey when Spooky eventually comes into the pits, but they are already on the regular softs. Oh, very slidey going through the hairpin. Do you look into the pits? That's the Toyota Supra. So they're doing the one stop.
As I also noticed, Tomsop and Fred are coming slightly closer to each other.
Hold on a second. Fred, dude. They made a pit stop. Okay, they have. I think. Have they? Yes.
Yeah, 204 is here.
I don't think Fred dude refueled, so they're trying to keep the car as light as possible. I don't blame them. That explains how they managed to get ahead of D-Look in the pit stops again. Also a bit of an undercut, perhaps, with the fresher tyres. But D-Look looking to go to the end.
Ollie in.
Ollie is indeed into the pits. If you could just tell me what the what lap Fred dude actually came into the pits, that'd be good. Spooky into the pits as well.
I see 2 actually. 2 that say P. One is a 139.1.
One will be an out lap and the other an in lap, I bet.
Oh yeah, okay. No, but there's a fast lap in between that.
Oh. We would
Has
have
he
pit
gone
again.
twice?
No, he wouldn't have, because how would he get ahead of D-Look if he ended up pitting?
Yeah,
that
but there's
way?
one that is where the outlap is. I presume it's the outlap is 204.
Yeah, that would make
And
sense.
then oh no, his outlap is always the shorter one. It's 134. Because the outlap is shorter, I think, here than your in-lap.
Well, either way, he's managed to jump ahead back into third place as I'm about to sneeze.
Jesus. No, his in-lap was 204. And then he did a 134 afterwards, so that's his outlap.
Okay, got it. As Tomsoft into the pits. Where
Everyone
do
is
they
coming
rejoin?
into the pits. I'm so confused.
Well, it's around the half distance marker, so everyone's going for the one stop. Apart from the early stoppers like
It's half
BMWs.
the race gone.
It's
Gotta have respect for our
look,
roots.
half the race gone and all the copyrights, right?
No, because we have to stay true to our roots.
Wait, hold on. Since when were you ever commentating on half the race gone?
No, because that's why I stopped it. I presume it's been there for a while.
Oh, something. This is really bad for my OCD. Look at the back of look at chase cam for Tomsoft's car, and look at the brake lights. Look around them.
Oh no!
No, why? You are not
But it has
winning
a
the
different
livery
design on
contest.
each side. I think it's different on each side.
I know why he's done it. You know how on the, I believe like the Sauber C9 and stuff, like one of the round like the brake lights is like painted green, but the other isn't. He's done it
No,
like
but
that because it's a replica.
It's also not
CJ
symmetrical anyway.
slidey! Very slidey CJ.
But the livery in itself is not symmetrical anyway. It's different. If you look from the front, it starts different.
Yep.
So don't worry about it.
But that's
it's
just
fine.
obvious. It's more obvious than like the circuit board stuff.
Surely this DQ worthy.
You're not wrong. Okay, you might be a bit wrong. So after Ollie's made their pit stop, what we believe to be their one and only pit stop this race, provided everything goes fine, 32 seconds the gap.
TKS is flying.
Ollie is indeed on another set of supers here.
And he's still lapped about just about less than 8/10 slower than TKS. All his laps since he came out of pits were all 25s.
So very consistent.
And apart from one, it's under 25.5.
Good consistent work there. Just checking in on GT race leader TSR Swablu making their way through the final sector on the uphill. There you see Mount Fuji in the background.
Oh, I remember.
That was some new branding I saw in the background. When Fuji actually launched in the game, the Supra wasn't in the game, was it?
Nope.
I just saw a billboard there for the GR Supra in the background, so they must have added that in an update.
I remember in season 5 we were practicing here, or just before the race, I asked, is that mountain actually there? I remember. I am very smart, but I'm an engineer and I'm not doing geography in that.
Okay, I've got a slight issue. There's a hair in my mouth, but I cannot seem to get it out. Help!
I'll take over! In first! There's not any action going on apart from CJ having a 4/10 penalty.
Oh, typical. Checking in on the GTs again. It's a 10-second gap between the two BMWs at first and second. Swablu ahead of Joe. Fred Duda further 9 seconds back. Wait, hold on a second. Where's D-Look? Oh wait, D-Look is behind Fred. Okay, I got confused for a second. So, D-Look is 9 seconds back from Fred. Fred, we're thinking, is going to have to do another stop, though. Ah! Oh no, I think I've swallowed it. Ah! Wait, no. Yes, I've got it. At last, I have been saved.
Puke mouth.
Oh, shut up, man.
Imagine if it was a puke.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just like a regular hair. I have no idea.
You have hair?
Believe it or not, yes.
Aren't Ginger's hair just plastic?
Yeah, how do you expect me to be ginger but also not have hair? How do you expect that to be a thing?
It's just plastic.
What?
Just plastic hair.
Tomsoff with a 0.8 second penalty. Again, this is pretty much damage limitation for him. He's had a very good run of form, and that run of form has put him on one of the heaviest cars on the grid. So, yeah, difficult time for him.
As heavy as Reddish.
Do you mind?
You always do this to me.
Oh bother, do I have another hair in my mouth? Please not this saga again.
You're eating your beard.
I've shaved today. I'll have you know. Tomsoff weaving on the straight. I think it's just to keep the tyres warm.
Your head?
Or he just knows he's on camera and he's like, hi, all my fan base and stuff. Yeah, imagine having fans. Oh! That was a very, very quick correction by TSR Tomsoft. We're gonna have to see that one again.
I thought something massive happened. Ooh!
Well, we're gonna have 15 safety cars all at once.
Yeah, that is a big snap.
Oh, you've got your own keyboard. Cool.
No, I just looked on the stream. I haven't been bothered to hook up my keyboard.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, that's the thing. It's possibly worth doing extra pit stops here, unlike some of the other tracks, because you gain a lot at this track from having the fresh rubber. So it actually makes the two stops perhaps a bit more viable. What on earth's going on?
Off the TKS nearly made contact.
Well, we're gonna have to check on that again. I think there's something going off at turn 2. But I'm just checking.
Nah, it's CJ lepping.
Ah, okay. There it was.
But Fred Dude is coming up to Joe.
TKS,
Or Joe has overtaken.
traffic.
No, he's coming up to Joe. Quite rapidly, I must say.
Yeah, what's happened to Joe? Joe... How much ballast is Joe on? His tyres are cooked. Actually, we know this because he's on the 2-stop, isn't he? He was one of the first to pit. I think he was the first to pit. Scheduled-wise, in the GTs. So he has to pit again, and we're expecting... Actually, yeah, we are expecting Fred Dude, I think, to pit again. Yeah, definitely, look at the fuel. But that means that this is for net position as well. If both of these have one more stop to do. Fred looking a lot better in terms of tyre life. And if they make their second stops around the same time, then Fred might be able to cover off Joe. We've got a bit of appery going on, a spooky in the Brexit mobile, making their way by. We do technically have a ban on political stuff. I don't think it's actually a Brexit livery, but
it's just a Union Jack.
Yeah, it's just funny to call it, I suppose.
You live there.
I know. Look, I can make fun of the country I live in.
Can't I?
Yeah, of course you can.
But on water.
I've just hit my knee on my desk. Ow. It's all
When
going
do you
wrong.
not hurt yourself?
Shut up.
A bottle of water. Are your teeth crooked as well?
Can we have some hashtag stop radish abuse in the chat? Meanwhile, we know there's still one more stop to do for TKS, and Ollie is going to the end. The gap between them, 37 seconds. To me, TKS has enough of a buffer in order to make that pit stop and come out ahead still.
Undercuff again.
Hold on, is my microphone acting up or...?
No, I needed to cough.
Oh, okay. I can never tell when it does that on stream. A Rama with... no.
What has he done now?
Hashtag abuse radish.
I am so for that. Abuse the... Oh.
Careful what you say.
Oh no! It is a Reddit prompt, but I'm not gonna say it.
There was another bit of lappery. That was Spooky getting past Swablu. One of the few overtakes that Spooky has done to date. No, I joke. Oh, that was mean. Sorry, we have banter. We have banter with some of our drivers here. But he is having a bit of a tough time. I believe he is on quite a bit of ballast after that very surprise win. After turning into a Beyblade through Blanchimont at, of course, Spa-Francorchamps, and then taking the win, getting that plus 3% ballast. It's not really done the Alpine that many favours, or the Alpine rather. CJ, he's up the road, 6.8 seconds up the road to be precise. And the gap between Ollie and TKS continues to increase, it's now 40 seconds. 41 seconds. Very interesting. TKS is actually wearing the tyres out more. Although again, we're expecting that.
He has the heavier car.
Yeah. So Fred Dude has actually got past Joe. May have happened a while ago, apologies if I forgot. Swablu into the pits. So we could see Joe coming into the pits as well, copying the same strategy. There is Swablu. It's going to be tyres and fuel for them. Where will they rejoin it? Will that two-stop pay off? They're going to be very fast towards the end of this. We know they have the pace to win the race because they were a pole sitter. Will the strategy be their undoing? Indeed, Joe does come into the pit in the number 27 black BMW of TSR, Team Simpact Racing. Oh, shut up in chat, Mika. How many... Let's have a shut up counter at the end of the season. Too many to count. Joe rejoins the circuit.
Oh, wow. I just read something.
Meek can read, everyone. Congratulations.
No, it's about the crash that happened today.
Oh, are we having spoilers for that? I don't know.
No, he actually did get hit on the head.
Oh, Lewis? Yeah.
But the halo did stop most of it because he said he has a big headache. And he has a bit of neck soreness. Thank God.
I'm glad he's okay though, yeah. Like even the halo, because the wheel sort of went in the gap where the halo doesn't cover, is the issue.
Yeah, he did get hit on a bit on the head. He said he has a bit of a headache and a sore neck as the adrenaline wore off. Because it's still a lot of weight on your head.
Oh yeah, and it's rubber as well, so that's gonna like grab into the helmet as well and chuck you about. Fred dude into the pits, so one lap after the two TSR BMWs. Where are they going to rejoin it? They're going to be quite a bit behind the BMWs, I think. You know, I really think I do have another hair in my throat. I'm going to have to deal with that in a bit. Send help. Fred dude rejoins just behind the Joe 2 guy, so Joe does get the undercut to work nicely, but he does have a 0.9 second penalty. We're getting towards the stage of the race, the final quarter in fact, for the LM cars. They're approaching. There's okay, I just dropped my mic thing. Is audio okay still? Hello? Audio okay? Check. Don't troll me, please. Okay, thanks. What I was just gonna say. What was I just gonna say? TKS is into the pits. So where will they rejoin? I expect them to have quite a bit of a gap over Ollie. Yeah. So Joe did manage to get the undercut to work on Fred. Fred has a 1.5 second penalty. Ah, that was what I was on about. Because we're getting into the final quarter of the race, when you start racking up penalties, you're going to have to actually start serving them. So these guys have got to be very careful of that. They definitely know the track limits by now, which is a case of not making mistakes and going over them.
With 11 laps to go.
Again, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. It has been, again, a very relaxed and calm race. We haven't had one of these in a while.
In it, fam.
It's kind of reminding me a little bit of the first race I actually did commentary on and half the race gone, back at Kyoto, but I actually have enough experience to know how to fill space in commentary now, so that's something. Plus I have you around, that helps.
Oh, did you see Bottas's reaction when he reacted to the crash?
Oh, I saw a meme that someone posted.
Yeah.
It's like,
No,
oh
he just
no,
said-
anyway.
Yeah, man. He just went, huh. That's unfortunate.
It's probably a case of he doesn't want to say anything that can incriminate him on the spot. I mean, DC did ask him that.
To be fair, when I know I'm leaving at the end of the season, I will roast everyone and everything.
Typical.
Just banter.
So Dealuk is currently the race leader, and we believe is going to the end of the race. There you see Ollie Polly going past them, but also in the background is the challenger, TSR Swablu. They have, what are we predicting? Maybe 7 or so laps to catch up to D-Luck and get the pass.
Yeah, just about. They're on 10 laps. Yeah, 7, 8.
It's getting close to the needing 1 second per lap range. And we know that, again, the Toyota is very good on the straights. It'll be tricky, but can he pull it off? He will have the fresher tyres, of course, for pitting earlier. Look at that. Look at the freshness. Although, D-Luck again has been very good on the tyre wear. Seeing this once again from him. Those supers going a long distance. I think we saw, was it Ollie? That was very good on tyre wear earlier in the race, in the LM category, I think.
So. Oh, whoa! TKF just put in 1:24.7.
Oh no, he's beating my lap time! No! No!
Yes,
there goes
yes.
my 24.799. Well done, TKS. Well done. Not sure if that's the actual overall track record beaten as well. We'll have to check the
I'll check it in
things.
a few minutes.
It'll be somewhere on GT Planet or somewhere, yeah. But a very impressive lap. Expected with the car at its lightest point and with no pressure. Just pretty much do hot laps.
I just looked it up again. He just goes, I don't know, just unfortunate.
I thought you was looking up the relevant stuff.
I was gonna do that when I was watching the clip. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you can reveal your livery armor if you want. I mean, I don't know how you do that in the chat.
In the chat.
You just post images in the chat. Unbelievable.
It just says rep record, nah.
You might need Rotary's permission to do that though. Ask him.
Reddish.
Sorry, what? What are you speaking again?
It just says lev record, nah.
Is this the first time we've raced at Fuji in the NES?
We raced our last season.
I was gonna say.
Oh
wait, no,
season.
I know what that is. Last season we would have done the GT layout, missing out the extra chicane.
Did we?
I think so.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, I think we did.
I will do my research.
Well, as Mika's off to do that, the closing stages of the race. Juicy stuff, as we often say on the channel. 20 seconds the gap, though, between first and second in the LM category. It is TKS leading Ollie Polly. As CJ and Spooky very close together on circuit. 1.1 seconds is the gap. Let's check the tyre wear on these guys.
Is this the GT layout?
This is the F layout, which is the full one. So it's not the GT layout.
We did the GT layout, yes.
What did I tell you?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Round the outside, fantastic shots here by Jack Wilkinson, our cameraman. Spooky very much closing in on CJ. CJ sliding. Does he realise that there's another Alpine right behind him?
TKS improves again. 1:24.6.
Yes, 1:24.622.
He's now shattered your lap. And also on softs.
Whatever.
I love you too, Reddish.
So it looks like Swablu is going to get there, because we've got around 6 or 5 laps for the GTs or so, and Swablu 1.9 back, making their way through the final sector of the lap. D-Luck perhaps losing time by these narrow entries through the final sector. Norrie using the full track width.
Well, I think D-Luck can make it on fuel.
Yeah, he was doing the 1 stop. Swablu was doing the 2 stop.
He's doing consistent 38s. At this point, well, he had a bit of a mistake looking like this lap. He has a whole 19 seconds over Joe.
I'm just checking.
But Joe has a raging Fred dude coming up to him.
It was a 138.996 for D-Lock last time around, and for Swablu it was a 137.052. It continues to close in. We're going to check in on this battle between Joe and Fred. For the final step of the podium, could Fred dude get yet another podium? He's had so many.
I think he needs more ballast.
No, the ballast actually after this round.
Reset.
It's not a reset, as Ollie's actually into the pits. That's probably just an attempt to get fastest lap. What I was going to say that, after this race, the ballast earned in round 1 gets removed.
Oh.
And I'm fairly certain Fred Dude won race 1, so he's actually going to be lighter than he is, and still potentially getting podiums, by the looks of things. He's closing in on the Joe 2 guy. Incredible how he does stay this close. He's got a lot of experience with the Hyundai and also with the BMW M6. The M6 was going to be his first choice. I bet he's glad that he's got the Hyundai now.
I do expect he has a lot of experience in the Hyundai because he's done 7,210 kilometers in it.
Oh yeah, that's 4,480.3 miles according to this. Just ticked over to 0.4.
Exactly.
And it looks like he's going to have a run in Slipstream Joe going to the side of the track. Defending the inside line.
But Fred has the straight line of speed advantage still.
Well, we've seen that he actually hasn't, really.
Oh, he is.
He's about level or so. He's going to be tricky to outbrake Joe, given the weight difference, and he tries to cut back. Will it be enough? The kink through turn 2. Will it keep him alongside? I think he's going to have to back out for Coca-Cola this time. But a very valiant effort. Oh, he's still alongside. How is he doing this? Still round the outside. Joe's going to have to get out the throttle in order to give him room. And he's going to have the inside for the hairpin.
Perfect.
Well, you say perfect. Here comes Joe once again at the hairpin. Back to the inside. Fantastic dueling. Back into the slipstream goes Fred Dude.
That's some great battling, that is. Look at this. Right on his bumper, moves to the outside. Maybe tries to get on the inside for the next bar. Does he slot back behind? He slots back in. Maybe goes for the better exit.
It's going to be tricky to follow once again through this final sector. He's going to try once again at TGR corner turn 1, I assume. He's just going to ride it out for now. There you see contrasting lines. Joe being a bit narrower on corner entry. So perhaps a bit defensive from him, making sure Fred Dude doesn't make a move on the inside. Bit wider entry that time by Joe, going onto the back straight.
This also makes it fair. Swablu and D-Lock nearly touch.
I'm surprised Fred Dude isn't actually staying in the slipstream for longer.
Well, he slots back in now.
He's clearly heard me. He's back in the slipstream. Look at the run he gets in the slipstream.
But look at this, Swablu and D-Lock.
I'm gonna have to catch up on that.
Swablu around the outside. Now on the inside.
There's so much going off at once. Swablu does indeed get past.
And let's get back to the next point.
Joe holds on to the position for now. We're going to see a replay of what happened between Swablu and D-Lock. In fact, it looks like D-Lock might
look at this, D-Lock is coming back on him.
It's going to be tricky. Has to stick behind for now. Here was the dueling.
I'm too fast.
Yeah, thanks for picking up on that, Mika.
I know I'm great.
It was through Coca-Cola. Did D-Lock run a bit wide? Yes, they did, and that allowed Swablu to go around the outside of 100R, and that turned into the inside, of course, for the hairpin. Great battling between these guys.
I expect Fred to trying to make a move on the next straight again.
As Swablu was just about broke slipstream, but the natural acceleration of D-Luxe Supra.
Oh, Joe.
He's got him back in the
Bit loose.
slipstream. Can Joe hold on? Who's got the better tyres here?
Fred. By a mile. Yeah. Joe's right front. As Joe comes into the pits. No.
He's been doing that lap after lap. He's just doing that to avoid the slipstream.
His front left is very sharp. His overall tyre is worse than Fred's.
He might be doing.
Oh, look at them pushing each other a little bit.
Unbelievable scenes. Fred, dude, does he get the move to stick this time around? Does Joe come back? Joe's getting a bit of a run.
A little bit of grass.
It's going to be close. Joe,
he's
looks like he nearly sends it.
Oh,
and he
Joe
manages.
goes to ride again.
Fred manages to just about hold on and takes that 3rd place. Let's see if we can catch this action on the straight again. So this time, Fred goes to the inside. 2 wheels are within the white lines. That is legal. So Joe going as defensive as he could, probably not expecting that. That reminded me a bit, although this time it didn't end up in a crash. You know Silverstone, Verstappen and Hamilton, that particular overtake. How Hamilton
Joe tried to send it on Fred. That was weird.
But yeah,
Get a replay of that. Get a replay of Fred and Joe. Lost 10 seconds. 15 seconds.
We're checking it. But yeah, that move on the straight, how like in the sprint race at Silverstone, Hamilton went to the outside, and again, in the actual race, Hamilton actually went to the inside, despite Max defending right to the wall. So that was very juicy stuff by Fred, dude. Oh no, I've dropped my headset thing.
Did Joe somehow get really close to him? Because I saw Joe getting very close at the chicane, but maybe it was ghosting and stuff that didn't really work.
He did get alongside, but then he backed out of it mid-corner. I'm dying. I was coughing nearly to the John Cena theme there. Unbelievable
2 laps
scenes.
to go, 1 lap for the GTs.
That is Ollie Polly coming to lap both the Joe 2 guy and Fred dude.
Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Spooky is overtaking Crazy John.
Ah, he has he? What's the gap between those two?
6/10.
We're checking this again. Okay, so these two have been dueling, meanwhile. Must have been for quite a while. Apologies if we missed that, but of course we were covering other battles. I thought I told you earlier that this race had settled down quite a bit. Everything was calm. This has been fantastic in the closing moments.
Always happens at the end.
Second to last lap, as we mentioned, they are on at the moment. I believe TKS is about to start their final lap. In fact, they are on their final lap. They've just got that much of an advantage. Can Spooky hold on? It's going to be very close for him, especially if CJ stays in slipstream.
He's now out of Fred's slipstream range.
Yeah, I think the tyres are done for Joe at this point.
Yeah.
He is just outside of that slipstream range. Fred has just about done enough. 1 more lap for the GTs as they come across the line.
Spooky already flashing his lights. Yo, I'm not awake. It's TKS. I'm sorry.
Ah, right.
TKS already flashing his lights.
Oh, he's going to be very happy with this. A win.
Oh, he
on
goes
home
wide.
soil.
He takes a scenic route.
Is that just to let Wybear have another lap? If so, that's very sporting of him. Not to let him be caught out. It is going to be Mr. TKS 17 taking the win here at Toyota's home race. Toyota Gazoo Racing taking the win in the LM category.
I thought you meant his racing number because that's 7.
No, I'm meaning his ID. Ollie Polly, actually purple. Ollie's got the fastest lap. Meanwhile, 124.368, and he's going faster still.
Through the final corner.
I think Swablu's going to come across the line next, though. Swablu, TSR Swablu. I at least joked that he was going to bottle it today. He certainly hasn't. He takes the win here And D-Look takes second place after a very
Can Joe
well-fought
still do
drive.
something?
Great battling between these guys. I think Joe's pretty much out of range at this point. Fred Dude is going to take
John,
third.
I mean, John.
Who's John?
CJ.
Oh, CJ. Fred Dude does come across the line. It looks like CJ is going to have to settle for fourth. He's got a penalty as well that he has to serve. So Fred Dude taking yet another podium. Joe, fourth in the end. Bear will be fifth. I think Tom Soft was lapped by TKS quite a way back. Actually, Tom Soft behind Bear. That was a good recovery drive if Bear had to pit twice for damage.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what's happened to
that sounded
Tom
so
Soft.
sarcastic, and I didn't mean it like that.
If they crossed the line and Tom Soft was 43 seconds back, then that must have been a mare of a race for Tom Soft. Sorry, I didn't see much of it. Bear coming across the line. They will take that fifth place. Congrats to them. There are your results here today. For Pro Split, at the Nukeshot Endurance Series, Season 6, Round 5. We kick off the second half of the season. It is TKS and TSR Swablu taking the wins here today.
Well done, congratulations.
Here we go over the results once again. 31 seconds. The two-stop did pay off in the end quite heavily for TKS, taking that win with Ollie Polly in second.
What are you doing here?
I don't know what anyone's doing here anymore. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Spooky taking third place, managing to beat CJ. That was a very impressive drive by Spooky in the closing stages, managing to get the overtake and hold on to that. Crazy John having to settle for fourth in the end. TSR Swablu taking the win in the GT category. He's going to be very happy with that. I'm going to completely put that on the fact that his car was green. I'm sure you'll agree, Mika.
I, of course,
You're not
agree.
being held at gunpoint. Send help, he's thinking.
Help me.
It was D-Luck taking second place, and Fred Dude taking third. So, once again, another podium for Fred Dude. Unbelievable scenes. Joe 2 Guy taking fourth place, Bear fifth, and Tom Soft sixth. Fastest lap for the LM category, at least, was a 124.368, set on lap 42 by Ollie Polly, so he gets the extra point. So I'm just gonna do interviews.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Let's
Stupid
go,
peasantry.
as that baby once said.
no, the phrase "let's go" is still cringe.
Are we gonna go to the group?
That is exactly. Here we go.
Someone has a echo, is it? Ah!
Yes, someone's got an echo. It's probably CJ. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it is CJ. It is definitely CJ, looking at this.
I think he's away from the mic at the minute as well.
Fantastic. That's probably why it's echoing if he's left it by his TV. So, here we are for what are the post-race interviews for Fuji, which is of course round 5 of Nukeshot Endurance Series Season 6 Pro Split. We will start off. TKS isn't here, plus I'm dying again. Plus I don't think they have a... Do they have a mic? I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh wait.
He said he will if he wins the title.
Oh, okay. That voice reveal if he reveals that if he wins the title. That's fantastic. We'll start off then with the GT category winner, TSR Swablu. Earlier, I said in jest, this is the kind of race that you will bottle somehow. Well, you're welcome for the anti-jinx.
Thank you.
What a race that
every
was.
race.
No, I don't know about that, Chief. How would you say the green plasma dynamic paint has helped you today? Or perhaps the strategy or anything else?
Go on, answer it then.
Not at all.
Strategy.
No, we're talking about green first. Did it help?
Look,
Yeah, probably 2 times a lot.
See?
there we go. We've got proof. There we go. So, about the race itself, relatively calm for you. It was all kicking off behind you. Again, must have been quite taxing though to keep on churning out fastest lap after fastest lap, because we know, it being pro split of course, it's very difficult to keep that pace up.
So yeah, I started getting a bit scared when I noticed it. So it was didn't pit the first time, and kind of knew at that point he was going for the one stop. So I knew as soon as I changed tyres, I needed to put it in optimal laps, optimal sectors. And it paid off in the end, just about.
Yeah, indeed. It was very interesting to see how both of the strategies, the one-stop and the two-stop, very viable options. Again, was there any kind of advantage, like areas that your car seemed to have compared to some of the others around the circuit? We know, again, the BMW generally quite good in terms of downforce, and this being quite a high-speed circuit, that could suit it quite well.
I think it's just one of them tracks where it's good at basically everything apart from the long straight. Just gaining all the laps time through the corners, especially 100R. Not gaining a lot of time there.
Yes, I believe we saw a very, very fun moment as you made your overtake for the lead through 100R. Was it not through 100R? And then into the hairpin? There was at least some dueling going off. Talk us through that, and the relief that you must have had, I guess, finally getting past D-Look.
I was looking at the delta every lap and just seeing where he's losing all his time. So he's losing about the green 10 seconds on 100R, just having ruined sides. I thought that's what I'm going to do. Went through it.
It was certainly fantastic to watch. Again, congratulations on a fantastic result. We hope to see you out next time, which I believe is it Laguna Seca?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that'll be good fun. Fantastic. Going over to second place in... what am I saying? Second place, sorry. Was it third place in the end? Who was third? Fred, are you here?
That would be Fred's third.
Fred, third place for you again. Literally, come on, man. You're on the podium every single race this season so far. That is absolutely incredible consistency. And of course, next race, your battles from round 1, which I believe is, because you've got the win, 3, you're going to have a lighter car.
That's wonderful.
It looked like the Hyundai didn't quite have the straight line speed that we known it for.
No.
Was that because you went for more of a handling setup based on the weight?
Well, weight played also a big part in today's race because I was the heaviest. So, despite the Hyundai having good top speeds, top speed was not really helpful today. But yeah, that seemed to quite manage well in corners. So that helped me a bit, I guess.
Yeah, awesome. And of course, with that amazing consistency you've been having, no doubt you'll be at the top of the driver's standings. You've had a very good first half of the season, and again, are you looking to continue that into the second half?
Hopefully, yeah. That would be a good thing. So we'll see.
Awesome stuff. Congratulations on a fantastic result today.
Thank you.
Moving over to the Joe 2 guy, again, you also did the two-stop strategy along with Fred. Very interesting to see how that battle played out. In the end, it seemed to come down to the Hyundai wearing its tyres less. we believe that you'd have made some improvements to the tyre life. Again, this particular circuit is very, very tricky in terms of tyres.
It is, yeah. We've made a small improvement which helped us with the tyres in the last sector, but in the end that still seemed to be the problem for us. Because the start of the stint was basically just matching Fred, and then as soon as the tyres started going away, you see the gap come down slightly more and more every lap. And then in the end with our battles, it just originally was just coming down to traction out the first corner. But then the rear tyres gave up a bit too much. I couldn't do anything else, and Fred was on the inside one lap.
Yeah, it was still fantastic battling to watch throughout that race. Again, you, Fred, and Deluc, I recall, actually very close together in the first stint of the race. It was fantastic seeing again another 3-car duel, like through the likes of 100R, seeing some fantastic overtakes there as well.
Yeah, that was kind of a free wide moment when that happened. It's like the lap they both got past me. It was sort of a free wide spaced out all the way around 100R for a bit. The hitbox came in a bit there. I think I tapped Fred's rear. Just a weird hitbox.
Oh, that felt anything.
Oh, that's good.
It just moved my car a tiny bit, so it must be on my end. That was just me taking too much.
Well, again, you've avoided ballast from this particular round, so that's
Not
at least
intentionally.
I
Promise I'm trying.
I know it's not been the ideal season that we were sort of used to seeing from you. How is it
I'll
actually?
take one AMG, please.
That would be halving your points, unfortunately. But
Yeah, they're full anyway. I can't.
just a thought, because we're so used to seeing you like leading in a lot of races and stuff, normally having a bit of a gap over people. How has the dynamic changed now that you do have some more rivals that are closer and even faster in certain cases than your car's pace?
Every race has just become a defensive one, really. Just a strategy, try and get in front with pit stops, and then hold people off. That's the main thing. As you sort of say, it didn't quite work out. The tyres just weren't up for it.
Well, looking ahead to Laguna Seca, again, I imagine that's going to be another difficult one for tyre wear.
It might be, yeah.
That's going to be interesting for the BMWs.
At least it's not a big straight for us to lose time on.
There is that, which is another good factor for that. Are you perhaps expecting to find your way back onto the podium next time out?
I think so, yeah, and it should also be easier to defend around to Laguna, from what I've seen in the past. So you might see a few packs of cars, people stuck trying to get behind others, making some interesting moves.
Oh yeah, cool stuff. Fantastic preview for 2 weeks' time. Thanks again, and congratulations on 4th place. And again, hope your luck improves.
Big thank.
Who else do we have around? I don't think we've interviewed anyone in LM yet.
Just CJ, I think.
And Ollie.
Something here.
Ollie's here. Forget about CJ for now. He finished. Sorry, CJ. It's got to be. I know. We have banter. Ollie, very interesting again. Trying the one-stop. It didn't quite work out in the end, but nevertheless, very interesting stuff. And you of course led at the very start and got the fastest lap. So was that just a case of I don't know, was it the tyre wear kicking in more because of the one stop, or what do you think cost you the race?
First of all, after the last corner, he was much faster. It seemed to me he had more boost. At the end of the lap, I had nothing, so I would just lose half a second every lap there. But the rest of the lap, we were quite equal. So, but the one stop, I would say, worked. It was just his car was just much faster. That's so in the end, I had so much time in CJ. I was pulling away all the time. So I thought, well, if I can't win, why not just go for the fastest lap? So I could even save boost in the last sector. So that was probably the most fun part of the race, to be honest.
Yeah, cool. And of course, you get that extra point for fastest lap. So congratulations to that. Every point counts towards the championship. CJ with his fun fact. Hold on.
He got the same amount of points as DKS did for winning. It's 15 each.
Oh, yeah, that is an interesting thing. That's a fair point. So level on this particular round. How do you think the R18's going to do at the next round at Laguna Seca? Given that there aren't that many heavy braking zones because there aren't that many long straights.
Yeah, I was kind of uncertain of this track, but it seemed good. It was good. Maybe I don't know. Maybe CJ and Spooky has a lot more ballast than me though. But anyway, it seemed to work well, except that had no boost in the end of the lap. But I don't know. Laguna Seca, it's not my favorite track either. So, but I don't know. Yeah, as you say, it's not a lot of heavy braking stones, so we'll see.
Well, I believe out of the 3 races you've competed in so far this season, I think this is your 3rd podium. So you've got a 100% record. Again, you did sort of start because you were initially a reserve.
Yeah.
You missed the first couple of rounds or so, but that kind of consistency again, getting on the podium, that's going to definitely affect your positioning in the championship.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the results, considering that his I don't know his name, Mr. T17's car was so much faster than me. Yeah, there was nothing I could have done.
Yep. Well, again, a fantastic result with that 2nd place. Congratulations, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I suppose we will have to interview CJ, if he is still around. CJ?
I am still around, yes.
Okay.
You can tell by the echo.
Oh, right, of course, that would make sense. CJ, now that you've got your fancy microphone, the stadium microphone, I should say, because of the echo. 4th place in the end. Must be a bit gutting, of course, to lose that 3rd position in the closing stages of the race. But would you say it was mainly just the ballast that made you suffer, particularly that last sector then?
The reason I lost 3rd place, is a mistake I made at turn 1 at like 5 or 4 laps ago. I pushed the throttle way too early, lost control, got into the astroturf for a bit. I didn't lose that much time, but I lost the position, and after that my tires were just shot. I was fuel saving the whole 2nd stint because I never refilled.
Wait, hold on, you never refilled at all?
Yeah, no, not refilling at all.
Well, you've won the Eco Award for today, so congratulations to that.
It apparently was the wrong decision, since if I refilled, I could push a little bit more and be a little bit further ahead of Shruti. As I said like 2 weeks ago, this is going to be a damage limitation race. I just finished, so I did the most I could.
Well,
at least I got the 3% removed from Monza.
Yes, there is that. The car is getting a bit lighter, with, of course, you also missing out on the podium, no extra ballast from this round. Your thoughts going ahead to Laguna Seca? We mentioned it's going to be difficult for hybrids to get the recharge that they normally do, so
not
perhaps...
good, that's all I'm going to say.
Ah, okay.
It's his favourite track.
Fantastic.
Joe needs minus downforce to get that thing fast on the straight.
Negative rake, but all the steering somehow.
Oh, and CJ's apparently left the party. That's strange.
CJ's left the building.
Well, I was just going to thank him again for the interview and, of course, wish him luck for next time, but he's gone. Okay.
Isn't it? What?
I think he's left on one account to stop the echo.
Ah, okay.
I'm guessing he'll be back in a minute.
Well, he also said he was going off in the lobby chat, so he might just be heading off now. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I knew you was going to say that. Mika, your thoughts on what has been a relatively calm race compared to what we've seen before, but it really did start to heat up towards that second half.
Yeah, the heat turned up here in the second half, as you said, after the pit stops happened. A lot more action came, especially the ones in the middle. Good action near the end, a lot of good fights. And I hope to see more of it next race, but hopefully more action and a lot more screaming.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Of course you won't be in the commentary booth though, you'll be actually on the track.
No,
so...
I mean next pro split days,
Ah, okay. I was gonna say, if you're doing screaming in a week's time, that's not a good thing.
I hope next race, next weekend is a good one. But yeah, we'll see. I have done 0 preparations.
It's all going so well.
Oh, it's going great.
Oh dear. Well, again, you can tune into that race in 1 week's time. It is going to be Split at this very same circuit, Fuji International Speedway, where we see more LM and GT cars battle it out. Be sure to stay tuned on the channel for that, with the subscription, of course, to get notified when that goes live.
Ding the bell.
There we go.
Oh, come on.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, that's how you get notified.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Don't do that.
And as Mika46 on OnlyFans, I send feedbacks.
Just
Oh,
feedbacks,
dear.
mind you.
Yeah.
Unbelievable scenes. Before these
It's a
guys
high-class,
cause
very
even more...
cultured thing.
Before
And sometimes my thumb if they fancy it.
Let me finish
If it
the
slips over the
stream.
lens.
Let me finish the stream, you peasants. From
Wait.
all... What do you mean, wait?
Wasn't this the special livery race?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aren't you on a race delivery?
Oh, I'm rating them now? They were alright.
It's a bit too late for that.
He's gonna go for the green one, let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Nah.
We'll have a poll on the Discord eventually. Actually, is the
Once we've
Discord
seen
link?
both classes.
Let me check.
I don't know.
The Discord is actually in the description, so anyone who is tuning in and is still around, be sure to join the Discord.
I'm
that
gonna
we
be
have.
around.
I am also on Twitter, you can find that there as well. If you've enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. And from all of us here at Nukeshot Media, I've been Zokeo.
I've been Mika.
And we will see you in a week's time. Well, I will anyway. Mika will see you hopefully in 2 weeks' time.
Joe
We'll
was
see
there
Joe
next week.
in a week's time, indeed.
You won't see me, but you'll hear me.
Shut up. We
You
know
don't get
what
Shut
we're
up.
doing.
Yeah,
Just
that's
shut up.
extra.
Shut up. Morning, Kanye. Shut up.
There you go.
Goodbye, folks.
See